Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and here we talk about food photography. Although today we're doing something a little bit different. When I turned my channel into the food photography channel that I wanted to make, I also wanted to incorporate recipes of some kind. For the vast majority of us, when we're getting started with food photography, a lot of what we're shooting is stuff that we're making at home ourselves. And then we make that dish and we shoot that dish, and then that's how we're building our skill level. For those of you who don't know, I have been a chef and worked in kitchens for 35 plus years. So I thought today would be a good day and a good time. I've wanted to do this for a while, to start incorporating the cooking side of it with the shooting side of it. So the goal now for this series, which I'm going to call, cooking and shooting, is going to be to make a dish, to make a recipe at home. Very simple, but good quality. And once that recipe is done, shoot that dish somewhere in the kitchen or the studio or however we want to do it. But that is kind of the direction for today's video. I don't know if I'll be doing these on a regular basis, but I do kind of want to get involved in some of the recipe aspect of it. So if you like recipes and food photography or one or the other, go ahead and subscribe. Today's recipe is going to be a roast chicken and bread salad, something really good for spring and warm weather. It's a dish that I've been making for a while, mostly at home, not so much in the restaurants, although I've done versions of this in the restaurant. I do this one at home and the family loves it, so we're going to work on that today. So here are all the ingredients we need for the recipe. We've got a whole chicken, which we're going to roast. We've got bread for the bread salad, some fresh herbs, some baby red potatoes, a red onion, which we're going to char, fresh corn, baby spinach and baby kale, which we'll use for the salad as well. And we're going to make a dressing, red wine vinaigrette and black pepper. So we've got everything assembled. We're going to go ahead now and prep and get everything set up. So one thing you want to do as early as possible is get your bread pulled. You want to get kind of nice big chunks. And just pulling up by hand is easier to have kind of that rustic feel. If you can do this the night before, it makes it even easier. If not, we're going to cheat a little bit if you haven't been able to do that. We're just going to let that dry out now. So I've got my chicken out of the bag. Now what I want to do is dry it. Make sure that after I've rinsed it, I make sure the skin is nice and dry. You want the skin dry so it gets nice and crispy for you. We can finish prepping from there. so we're almost done now. We've got the chard onions ready to go. We've got the corn ready to go. We've made our dressing. The last thing we have to do is basically cheat a little bit on our croutons. So if you pulled the bread the day before, they dry out nicely, you're good to go. But I didn't do that. So what I'm gonna do is check on the chicken. Once the chicken is done, then I could turn the oven down a little bit and help dry out that bread so it's a little bit crustier. Man, I wish you guys could smell this house. It smells so good in here. You guys ready to see that chicken? Let's take a look. Ooh, that looks good. So now I'm going to build out, while I'm waiting for that chicken to cool, we're going to build out our scene. We've got some really nice light coming in, if you can see from this way, from my back door, a little bit of a white fabric on it. So I want to build out the dish. Now you'll notice I'm not using a whole lot of color in the props and on the outside in the bowl. I want it to be all kind of neutral because the food itself will be pretty bright and I want that to stand out. So I want that to be the focal point and what draws the eye. And usually what draws the eye is what is, number one, either brightest or the most colorful. So that is what I'm going for as far as my setup goes right now. And we'll lay some stuff out. I may even just put some of this in the background. It's kind of a... So now my scene is set, and this is the composition that I'm going to go with. Let me flip that around so a little bit more. And very simple, clean, easy, and should do a good job showing off the food. Okay, now that we have our chicken done, we're gonna, ooh, look how nice and juicy that looks. Oh, that looks phenomenal. So these wings, I will keep these for the stock I'm gonna make later. I'm going to pull the meat off the thigh. I'm going to shred this really quick. If you guys have never seen these are bear claws. And they are awesome for shredding. If you're doing carnitas or you want to do pulled chicken or pulled pork, these are a great item to use to get a really good shred. Look how quick that work these things make of that chicken. You can get these on Amazon. They're like $8 or $9. I'll leave a link down below and you can check them out, but they are awesome. They do such a great job. If you do any kind of barbecue or grilling or roasting, you need a set of these. First thing we need is some of that pulled chicken. I'm gonna add in some corn, some of our charred onions, the potatoes. We took those and we halved them. We'll add some of those in. And we've got some spinach and kale mix here. And our dressing. Yep, I have 5 pounds of in a 4-pound bag here, don't I? But toss it all together. We'll drop it in our bowls. A little salt. Let's go take a photo. All right, we're back in the kitchen, and you may notice that things are a little bit different, and I am dressed a little bit differently. When I was filming that last video, we're 3 days past when I was filming now. I ran out of space on my memory card, so basically these last couple clips just didn't record, and I didn't catch it until today, which was 3 days after we filmed. So anyway, I just want to say thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the cooking part of it, and I will try and leave the recipe somewhere, whether it's on my website or in the comments down below. I'll leave the recipe somewhere. Also a link to the bear claws for the shredding of the meats. Oh, those things are great. Again, if you have any suggestions, would love to hear them. Any comments, would love to hear them. And hope you guys have a great week, and thanks, and bye for now.